In this video, we're going to discuss how you can configure a list control to delay populating itself until the user has entered an active search. Now, the reason that you want to do that is in a mobile application, there's a limit to how much data you can store on the device. So you can see in this application here, we have three list controls. We have a customer list, and then for each customer we have all of the orders for that customer, and then for each order we have the order details for that particular order. So this is a large amount of data that is being retrieved from the server and stored on the device. We've got a lot of customers, then for each customer we've got all of the orders, and then for each order all of the order details. So what you might want to do is configure the components so that when the application is started, the customer list is not populated and is only populated after the user types in search criteria to retrieve the records that they care about, that they want to have available to them while they're disconnected. So you can see here we're going to go back now to design mode, and we're going to look at this list control, the customer list, and you can see we've specified that this list has a search part, and that the search part is a single keyword that will search in these fields in the customer list, and that the search criteria will be entered into this control here called search. So that's the name of the control where the user will actually enter the search criteria. And now I'm going to turn on delay populate till there's an active search. So now when we go ahead now and run the component, we'll see that there is no data at all now in the customer list, and therefore there's no data there in the order list or the order detail list. And now I'm going to go here and type in, say, France, and that's going to bring back just a small subset of the data. So now I've gone and fetched all the customers in France, and then for each customer in France we've fetched all of the orders, and then for each order we fetched the order details. So let's actually run this in Firefox so we can actually observe the response. So I'm going to go here and type in, say, Canada now, and then hit the search button. So you can see we went and we fetched 3 records for Canada, and now we've also got all of the orders for each customer here, and then for each order we've got the order details. But if we look at the response that was sent now from the server, we can see that we have a much smaller response here. It's just got the JSON data for the customers from Canada, and then for each customer we've got the orders, and then for each order we have the order details. So by restricting the list to not populate until there's an active search, we can limit the amount of data that gets brought down to the server. Now obviously there's still a possibility that the user will enter search criteria that is not sufficiently restrictive, and then the server will attempt to send too much data down to the client. So in the next video we're going to talk about strategies for mitigating that possibility. So we'll talk about how you can set limits on how much data the user can retrieve from the server to the mobile device.